I answered my phone as I walked into my bathroom 2 hours after Jaina's abduction. I have her. Nick sighed in relief and then asked, "How is she?" "Fine," I responded as I glanced over to the bed where Jaina lay motionless. Even with scrapes and cuts on her skin and a dark bruise covering the side of her face, she was breathtaking. Over 2 years of separation hadn't changed the natural beauty of the only woman who'd ever owned my heart. All I wanted to do was crawl in bed next to her and pull her close. When Nick had sent word about the double hit-out on Jaina, I'd just reached Miami and had nearly gone out of my mind trying to get to her location. I'd made it in time to see her kick the face of one of her assailants and fall to the ground. Just when I was about to intervene, another group arrived, giving me the perfect opportunity to grab Jaina. I hated having to knock her out, but the only other choice was to scare her out of her mind and draw attention to us. "Is she hurt?" "Not too bad. Bruises, mainly, and a few cuts on her hands. She'll be sore, but there isn't anything to worry about." "Are you sure?" I clenched my jaw. "Yes, asshole. I would know if my wife was hurt or not. I've had more medical training than you have." When we arrived at our property off the Keys, she'd floated in and out of consciousness, barely making any sounds as I'd removed her clothes, checked her body for injuries, and cleaned up the grime covering her skin. After slipping one of my t-shirts over her head, I'd laid her on the bed and let her sleep. "She doesn't know it's you, does she?" "No, but then again she hasn't really woken up enough to understand what's happened. I think she's just sleeping. She seems utterly exhausted." "Danica says she barely sleeps more than a few hours at a time. The only time she's ever known her to sleep through the night was with me." I finished his sentence as a wave of guilt hit me. I know. I knew Jaina's history, the abuse she'd lived through and the nightmares that haunted her dreams. I'd promised to keep her safe, and for a short time, I had. I had a lot to make up for.